Now see, if I've got to restart Lao, and by restarting the game he isn't right here, what's the point of him running into the fire bear nest and then me killing all the fire bears to try to get him to start the quest? So I guess the only thing I can do, here he is. Let me see if I can get him to start. Okay, so it did complete the quest, but for some reason he is die hard on going in there and killing the fire bears, even though it's not required because we've completed the quest. Lau needs to take his clues from me, not just do whatever the damn hell he wants. I'm playing the game. It's not Lau's game. If you want Lau to play the game, just make this a movie, a CGI movie where we follow Lau through his adventures through Planet Explorers. That doesn't make sense to me. Fix Lau's AI. Lau is not allowed to leave a certain radius from me. And then when we are in combat, Lau needs to fight, not just stand there with his thumb up his butt. Daida's AI is working fine.
Damn right it was. Holy canoe. This planet
You the one who made it difficult, Lau.
We should probably try living underground.
You're broke as hell.
I don't know.
I don't even know where the third person is. Here he comes. So now none of the story makes sense because we're talking about people who are not even here. Lau, you were supposed to give me this, I thought, by now. But I think it's once we get,
Hey. Okay, let's move.
Okay, are y'all going to follow me, or are y'all going to actually just go back to the fire bear nest and kill the 1300th freaking set of fire bears? I'm over that crap. I'm done with fire bears. I don't want to deal with that anymore. I've done killed like 10 of them. Their attack animations and their health pool and the fact that their collision boxes deny me access to their hit boxes is not fun, and it just aggravates me. So I'm done with fire bears. I want to be done with this quest. Where'd the other guy? Oh, there he is. Okay. The only thing they fixed in this mission now is that you don't have to babysit the NPCs anymore. You could just run over to Adisa and not have to sit there and babysit these guys anymore. Not that this quest was this quest never was one of the quests where you would lose your NPCs. They pretty much always followed you. And if like we got wolves up here, we're probably gonna have to fight. They always would pretty much fight alongside of you. That's never really been a big problem. It's mostly taking like Vera to the see, I can't get access to their hitboxes. And I mean, I don't understand how developers with the ability to put just certain modules in the game and test certain things and see how things work and then put it back in the game and play test it. They got all these developer tools and access, and I can just, in editing, I can just go back and slow the video down of what's actually going on and see that the the collision boxes and the hit boxes are not lining up and denying me access. I can see that just by reviewing video, but the developers with all the development tools can't fix the game, can't identify the problem and fix it. It would be okay if we were still back in alpha and the combat system was still the old combat hack and slash system, and they were working on a lot of changes and implementing it into the game properly. Like working on the new combat module, I could understand certain things being missing because we're missing a whole module for the game. But from what I understand, all the resources of the game have been implemented. The only thing left is tuning and tweaking. And boy, does the game need a whole bunch of it. every single aspect of the game needs tweaking and tuning in my eyes. The combat system to me can be fun, but only when you're fighting against hares and little trash mobs early on, and then the combat system kind of becomes broken once you get to the fire bears because they got terrible hit and collision boxes, and then the armor rating and the damage rating doesn't scale to the game anymore, which I'm okay because it was a little bit overpowered. You always were a little bit overpowered in this game. You just go to Chin, get the dang iron, everything, and then come to Adisa, get the copper armor set, and then you overpowered for, most of the game.
You're back. I was really worried there.
But right now, early game, most of the weapons are just obsolete before you even get them. Just use the wooden daggers and the hunter's clothes, or you really don't even need the hunter's clothes. Just get a mix and match of that, and then just get the iron daggers. There's so much that's just obsoleted before you even get it. Then the first chance the combat system has the shine, which is at the fire bear nest. It's miserable. And then once you get past the fire bear's nest, you get to the Martian camp and the Earth camp, your gear is going to be so high that the combat system becomes irrelevant, and the blaster takes over, and you just become ranged, and there's no point in the combat system no more, which makes me think is the reason that they just didn't fix it to begin with.
Nothing to it.
Are you hurt?
You don't have to worry about me.
Okay, Daida's voice is a lot softer now. She doesn't sound so bitchy. Let's see, what are we going to do? I think he just wants stupid sand. Okay, I'm not doing your quest. Screw you. I'm not doing your quest. You can... What do you got, Daida?
What's up? Yeah, I was only pretending to be hurt so that the bears
See,
wouldn't
this
guard me
is...
so closely. The moment I saw an opening, I was going to jet out of there with the other survivor.
This, I should have probably went through this at the thing, but the damn quest broke so badly. See, the fact that the quest broke, and then they put in a system to make the quest auto-complete itself, no matter how badly it breaks, is just, to me, bad game design. Fix the freaking quest so the quest doesn't break.
I'm Daida Saxena, a doctor from the Martian Civil Corps. Thanks for mounting a rescue, though I would have gotten out on my own anyway.
You're kind of just chasing your tail. The quest breaks a lot, so let me just design a system to where the quest will auto-complete itself. That's not good. That's not a good fix. The fix is to not have the problem happen in the first place, and then have a backup plan just in case 1 out of a million chance it does break, like reloading the game, or like I said, when Lao goes down, a quest option to make him continue, reload his AI without him defaulting back to his AI, restarting the quest, resetting the fire bears, and then him charging in, fighting the fire bears. No, he made it to the completion point. Let me continue the game, not let the quest break, put in a failsafe to where the quest auto completes, but then Lao still will not complete the quest, and then reset the quest to where I got to do it again, even though that I'm completed. That doesn't make any kind of sense, and you're just chasing your own tail. You're wasting development time.
I'm separated from my family, my friends, and my colleagues. On top of that, I'm stuck with a bunch of Earthlings, no offense.
Okay, whatever.
I'll probably go with Lao and see how it goes.
She sounds way less
Even though I
bitchy.
don't trust Earthlings.
It's
These two are good people.
It's the
We do
same.
have to gather up the survivors somehow.
It's the same dialogue, the exact same text, but her delivery with a softer tone sounds so much less bitchy.
I don't know the exact facts, but I can guess. Stuff from Earth breaks, obviously. If it had been a Martian ship, it would have gotten no more than a scratch. If it had been a Martian crew in the cockpit, this wouldn't have happened. Hell, even a belt crew.
see that she emphasized that hell even a belt crew, which did sound kind of bitchy, but overall the same lines being delivered in a better tone sounds way less bitchy. It's amazing how much tone your tone of your voice and how you deliver a line changes. Because before, almost everybody who meets Date is like, oh man, what's her problem? She's a bitch. And then now they toned it down and she seems way less bitchy just by changing the tone she delivers her lines. She doesn't have anything. She's going to give me that medium med pack,
Yeah?
I think.
Well, I do need some materials, so help me out, Earthling. See if you can gather these for me.
I probably already got it. Data's met. I got everything she needs. I haven't done a freaking quest yet. I haven't had to do anything for a quest yet. The first quest I had to do is go with Lyle to the Firebird. It was the first time I had to do anything for a quest, and it broke. Every other quest,
I should do it.
It's just
here, take this.
turn in stuff that's already been in my inventory. It's not very compelling gameplay. Let's see if what else she's got.
Hey.
Oh, she's got a turtle shell mission.
See those giant turtles waltzing around?
No, I don't.
I want to study their shells to see if they have anything useful I could use.
I've
for
always
medicine.
thought this was stupid.
Think you can get one of them for me?
This quest shouldn't be available until you get higher level, because trying to take on those turtles with the bow and arrow, you do like 1 to 2 damage, and they probably have like 2,000 health. It's stupid. This shouldn't even be here. You can do it with the turrets, but I'm not going farm up bullets. Okay, I want a decent...
Don't die out there.
I want that steel squirrel, but let's see. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Matter of fact, can I close it? Yeah, we're going to hide that quest. I'm not doing this dude's quest. Monster hunting. Is that the turtle? No, I'm not going to do that. It's going to complete itself. Story mission, go to the giant tree, and I don't like to go into the giant tree mission again. It's a branching main story quest, and it's so like they send you this way, they send you west, and then it's so far east that if you don't do this first, I think you get to some point that it won't allow you to do this anymore. So I don't really like the branching story quest.
Can I help you?
I mean, it would be nice if they did more of them, but the fact that you get to a point where it cancels it out and you can't do it is kind of...
I wanted to see new things, breathe new air, you know? I've been on Luna my entire life, always looking up to see Earth. So I wanted to visit a planet of my own. I'm looking around for some minerals to speed up the process of acquiring steel.
This is what I want.
Will you help me find them?
I probably already got them. I probably don't have to do
Hello.
crap.
There is still some more minerals that's needed.
What do I need? I need, I'm out of wood. I'm a couple, Did I get all the tools for the iron to make the iron axe? Yes, I did. Okay. Let me farm up me some iron tools here. Produce some iron tools here. I'll use my last bit of wood to make my wood getting tool, and then I will make me an iron pickaxe. And we will reorganize. Adisa gave me copper armor? I'm not worried about it, to be honest. I can care less about it. I really am not enthused. And then the copper armor, like I said, just not really being that much of a defense boost over what I've already got. I'm not really super enthused about it. Let me go cut a couple rubber trees. I've going to need rubber for making Adisa's wooden wheels. At some point, I'm probably going to get a follower, but I kind of want to test the balance of the game. The game shouldn't force you to. The game shouldn't be so hard that you have to get a follower to play the game. You know, the game should not be like that. You should have the option to play just by yourself without a follower, one follower if you want, because I think. Yeah, the last time I played, the followers are now eating, and so the followers provide a benefit because they do deal out damage and takes aggro away from the main character, which is a good thing. But they also don't. They can't craft for themselves. They don't feed themselves. They don't. Gather their own resources and craft their own arrows and stuff like that. So they're still 100% reliant on the player. So that's a negative, and that's a good thing. They provide a benefit, but they also provide a burden, which is a good thing. But followers should not be mandatory in the game. They should not. The game shouldn't be. And I kind of want to test the balance, but I do want to get a follower to see. And probably what's going to happen is I probably won't get one until the armor and the weapons scale so high that it becomes irrelevant to have a follower anyway. And see if they're too much of a burden or whatever, see what's new with them. Okay,
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, nice job. Here's the script for making steel. Now we can make better weapons and machines.
This is what the game needs. Like, a decent wants something, but she needs some steel. And then I couldn't remember. I thought Lyle gave you the steel just with the battery, but it's not with the battery. It's with his quest. This is the way the game should be. It should be, here's a quest to do this, but you need something that you don't have, and then you have to find another side quest to complete to get what you need to do the main quest, and not tell you, not hold your hand so much.
Hi.
Okay, what are you going to do now?
Odessa said she wanted to go back to the boat to see if she could get anything useful out of it. After that, who knows? What will you do?
Wait, how
You
can I
coming with
have
us?
10 units of steel? How can I have 10 units of steel if he never gave me the script? I don't remember. Did I buy 10 units of steel from him? Wait a minute. Oh, I didn't learn it yet, huh? Yeah, here it is. Okay, there's my... See, I've got 10 units of steel. How do I have 10 units of steel? I don't understand what's going on. Did I buy 10 units of steel from Lao to make something? I don't remember doing that. And I didn't have the script, so I couldn't have made it myself. I had to have bought it. I don't remember. I don't know if there's something broken there or...
Dr. Carter's over there? That's great to hear. Maybe we can go there after we heal up a bit. As they say, strength in numbers, you know?
It would be, and it would be nice if you did tell them about Dr. Carter, they would go that direction and you know, pile on with Dr. Carter. But if you told them about the Earth camp, they would go to the Earth camp. They used to just stay at Adisa's camp, and now they'll move on to the Earth camp, but they won't move on to Dr. Carter when you tell about him. So I don't really see the point of that decision right there, which port to tell them. It's irrelevant. It's just there's no point to it. Okay, I finished what you told me to
Great.
do.
Okay, now remember you'll need to replicate the chipsets first, as they are necessary parts needed to replicate an engine.
Okay. Did I get a quest? No, I just turned in a quest? Okay.
Well, wait a bit around here and I'll heal up.
And
Since
then
you cleared
there's-
out those fire bears, we can get to our ship and see if we can salvage anything. You coming with us?
See, and then I'm doing the exact same dialogue to Adisa. I'm heading out west for
I saw
this
some
route. See, so I told Lau and Adisa both. I told Lau that Dr. Carter's over that way, and then I told them I'm heading this way. I told Adisa that I'm heading this way, and it really doesn't change anything.
Well, what do you expect? I'm surprised the Martian government agreed at all to cooperate with Earth on the colonization
It
initiative.
doesn't seem
It's only
to-
been a few years since the last war.
The only
The
function
mistrust was
it
palpable on board the
seems
Epiphany. Just leave her be.
the only function that seems to serve is just to continue the storyline along. It doesn't. There's no. But yet, go to the giant tree again and then come look for Adisa is a branching story mission. And then if you follow this branch, it cancels out. It gets to the point where you advance so far on this story that you can't. So what's the point of having the branch anyway? You should have to go look for Adisa, then you should be forced. You should lock you out of any further progress until you go do the giant tree again if you're going to have branching story. Because if you follow this part of the quest, you don't learn that there's natives on the planet until you get to. It's a little odd. Okay, now she's got 2. Do you have anything?
Since
for
I'm
me,
such a
quest?
good friend, I'm gonna give you the steel sword and shield scripts. Now you'll need to prove you're worthy. Let's see you take out a couple of those greenback rhino.
Okay, and by okay I mean no. Because the steel sword and script doesn't really appeal to me. I really wish they had quest rewards, like when you turn in a quest. She wouldn't say I'm going to give you the steel swordsman. Like the quest wouldn't be called steel swordsman. It would just be just swordsman or anything. And then the quest reward, since personally I like daggers, she should. I really love with. Let's see. She's got steel daggers, but they're 1.1. I don't want them. But it'd be nice if I did the quest, she would give me the choice between the steel sword. I think she gives you the steel shield too. I think she gives you the steel sword and shield. I'm not sure. I don't remember right. But it would be nice to have the option to, like, when you turn in the quest, just like choose between the steel sword, the steel bow, or the steel dagger. You know, it would be a nice thing. But the steel daggers are 97 attack. And I can't check my dagger stat without holding them in my hand. That's a massive boost, and that I think this upgrade is done right. Your damage goes from 56 to 97. That is a massive damage boost, but you go from almost some of the fastest swinging swords to the slowest that daggers can swing, and to me personally that's not worth it, so I'm going to be skipping the steel daggers. I don't know why the silver greatsword is here. That should be with Nan. That shouldn't be here. But this is the fastest swinging greatsword, so if I wasn't so turned off by greatswords, I would try this. But personally, I am completely turned off on the sword and the board just because I've done it for so many freaking playthroughs. I'm tired of this, and I do find the daggers more interesting, but I can't deal with that 1.1. 1.1 with 97 damage. This is 1.3 with 89. That dagger swing rate is way up there within regular sword range, and then this great sword is fast fast enough to be within regular sword range, the slowest of the regular swords. So at this point, I kind of would want to try the silver great sword, but I'm just going to pass altogether. I don't really want anything Adisa has right now, which kind of, for the first time, I'm so turned off by everything Adisa has that I've completely skipped when getting to Lao and getting the iron stuff was, and the copper tools was my main goal, and then coming to Adisa getting good armor, and it really was irrelevant if you skipped her going to the seal sword or not.
Good, good. Now we have the wheels and engine. We need the fuel cell to power them. I'm very close to finishing the script for it. Can you get me these materials so we can get that done?
Yes, what do you want? I think she wants petroleum, making a fuel cell. She wants petroleum and simple plastic. I can make the simple plastic probably now. Max, because there's no other use for simple plastic in the game, so we just as well turn all resin into simple plastic, because it has no other function in the game. Simple plastic, I think, is a component of multi-layer PC boards. It's in the batteries. It's used in revival shots. It's used a lot of places, but resin is only used for simple plastic. So that to me is almost like a refinement and not a crafting. If an item has only one function, then it should be refined, not crafted. I'm not crafting simple plastic. I'm refining simple plastic. I'm refining just like ore. I'm not crafting steel. I'm refining. What is it? It's iron and wood for the carbon. I'm refining. I'm refining those two elements into steel. And I wish the game would have been designed properly to where there was a refinement mechanic. Say at Carter Camp, you go get all your resources and only certain items could be refined, like resin and steel, like bowstring. That's plant fiber. That you're really refining. Well, I guess you are kind of spinning plant fiber into a bowstring, but some items could only be refined at a refining machine. I kind of wish they would have did that a little bit. Okay, we're gonna sleep because it's getting dark. I wish there was just, everybody loves the replicator. I love the replicator. It's probably one of the best crafting systems ever built into a game. I just wish there was a little bit more, like crafting, making the best crafting system in any game ever is a achievement in itself, but don't just be complacent with that achievement. Strive to go even further, That would be, it would be so awesome, like I said, if they had refinement and other things onto it. They did add the factory replicator, but it's just the factory replicator, the items, the number of recipes that can only be done in the factory replicator are too low. It doesn't justify the factory replicator by itself. Just having high-end turrets and aircraft parts in the factory replicator doesn't justify the factory replicator by itself. Slowing down the personal replicator and making a lot more equipment only available. There's some poop rolling down the hill up there. That's nice. I don't know why I don't know why poop has collision and physics added to it. I don't know why they're wasting system resources on that. To me, poop should have just been a plant. Just make poop a harvestable plant. Just, put it in the plant category, have all the characteristics of plant. It randomly spawns around the world, and you just walk and pick it up. I don't see the purpose of wasting system resources to add collision to poop. I really don't see the point. Poop is almost like its own subcategory. It's not an animal because it doesn't have AI, but it has physics and collision like an animal, and then it randomly spawns around the world like a plant, but doesn't use the simple gather technique of a plant. I don't see why they put so much effort in poop. Matter of fact, they wasted a whole freaking months of development time just to get poop into the game, and it could simply just been a plant. Just make it spawn like a plant. You collect it like a plant. You could have saved so much development time by just making it another form of plant.